Hi, everybody, and welcome to Step Into My Office, where career superstars tell us their secrets of success. Today, I'm sitting down with Diablo Cody, director, producer, author, mother, and Academy Award-winning screenwriter. Now, Diablo's here with us at the Norwood Club in New York City to tell us how she achieved her dreams. So you weren't born Diablo Cody. That's a name that you chose.
Yeah.
How'd you choose it?
It was honestly such a mistake in retrospect because I was just a blogger and I wasn't a published writer at the time that I started calling myself Diablo Cody, and I really just did it to maintain internet anonymity. And I didn't want my parents to find out what I was up to. And so I made up a fake name that I thought sounded kind of cool and intimidating.
Well, talk about your growing up years. What did you think you wanted to be back when you were 8 years old?
I always wanted to be a writer. And I knew if I wasn't a writer, I wanted to do something artistic. You know, I wanted to be a painter, I wanted to be a fashion designer. You know, I never said I want to be an actuary.
After college, you decided to start stripping, and you describe yourself as a feminist stripper.
Well, I consider myself a feminist and a stripper. Feminist stripper sounds like it's like a birthday party routine or something.
Or a good band name.
Yeah, it is, exactly. I had graduated from college. I was working at an ad agency. I thought, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and for some reason I feel like I got off at the wrong exit. I want to do something totally unexpected and different and scary. I was really lucky to be coming at it as someone with a safety net, with a degree. It was somebody coming from a place of privilege, which I don't know if I recognized fully at the time.
When you got that call that we've now read about from Hollywood, did you think, well, I knew that would happen?
I had been blogging for a few years prior to that about just mundane things in my life. Nobody read it. All of a sudden, I start stripping and writing about that, and it's like readership. But I'd never expected someone from Hollywood to call me.
So talk about that call.
I said, I'd never have thought to write a movie before, and it just sounds silly. It sounds like a pipe dream. And I said, all right, I will try writing a screenplay. You tell me if you like it. And I wrote Juno.
And then that was an instant smash hit. So what was wonderful about it and what was challenging about it?
Suddenly you have financial security, you have an Oscar on your shelf, you have famous people calling you on the phone. Like, it's great.
And after Juno, it seemed like there was a little bit of a Diablo Cody backlash for a moment. Did you feel that, and how did you insulate yourself from it?
It's impossible to insulate yourself from something like that. It sort of permeates like every aspect of your life. And it was really difficult for me, so I went to therapy. I'm just laughing because it's so LA to be sitting in a therapist's office being like, there's just like, my press coverage is so negative, you know? But like, for me, what was really a huge turning point was having my son in 2010, and like my priorities just changed, and I suddenly realized like I don't care about anything else other than this person's happiness and health.
One of the things that ties all of your projects together are these great, strong female characters. So where do you draw inspiration from them?
My inspiration is actually what's missing from the movies that I see, which is I go, I know this woman. Why have I never seen her in a movie? It just seems like there's so many interesting stories about women that still haven't been told.
And talk about the female character in Paradise, which is your first directing
Yeah, well,
role.
that was gnarly. I think directing is so crazy. Like, it's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Really? So much harder than writing?
So much harder. I mean, you're the leader of a team, and it's a huge team, and there's a lot of money riding on what you're doing.
Do you want to do it again?
I would consider doing it again when my children are older. I have two really young kids. At the time that I shot the film, my oldest son was 1.5, and I was pregnant with my second son, and that was a tactical error on my part.
I want to ask you about your fempire.
Yeah.
First of all, when I first read about it, I was incredibly jealous, and I thought, I need a fempire.
I was so lucky to have met this incredible group of women pretty much as soon as I moved to town. And the official vampire lineup is me, Lorraine Scafaria, Dana Fox, and Liz Merriweather. We support each other, we bounce ideas off each other.
Do you think women do a good enough job in general of cultivating those kinds of networks? Because that's what you're describing is basically what men have done for generations.
Oh, yeah.
That's an old boy network.
No, I don't. I see some women who panic about befriending other women because they would rather align themselves with the men, be part of the boys' club, and fit in. And I've had women tell me that that's their tactic, and I always say, I think that's a shame. because it's working for you, but it's on a macro level. It's better for us to have strength in numbers.
You work at home, obviously, a lot of the time. How do you get yourself off the couch, not necessarily literally, but mentally, and into a work mode when you're at home?
I have to say, I'm always more productive on days where I have a meeting because it means that I shower, I get dressed, I put on makeup, I put on a dress. And on the days where I don't have anywhere to physically be, it can be a real mess. And like, I think that does affect your mindset.
Definitely, and I always think of you as wearing lipstick. It's kind of part of your public look. Do you wear it at home?
I do wear lipstick all the time, but other than that, forget it, it's a mess.
So one thing we always do at Glamour are do's and don'ts, and I want to ask you a few career do's and don'ts.
This should be good.
Working at home in your underwear, Glamour do or Glamour don't?
That's a don't. If you are in your underwear, you are going to be less productive.
Lying about your experience to get a job, do or don't?
Okay, I would say maybe. Does it have to be a do, don't dichotomy? I'm sorry, I'm a Gemini, so this is very hard for me.
I think we can go with gray area.
All right.
Bringing your pets to the office.
Bringing your pets to the office, I have to say is a do, otherwise all my friends who do it will kill me. Like, it's a very common thing in LA. Everybody I know has their, like, Pomeranian sitting on their desk.
That is totally my image of that culture.
Yeah.
Thank you, Diablo, for sitting down with me.
Thank you so much. This is really fun.
At Glamour, we love to hear from our fans. So if you enjoyed our conversation with Diablo Cody today, let us know in the comments below and tell us which career superstars you'd like to hear from next. Thank you for watching, and subscribe to the Glamour channel to catch the next episode of Step Into My Office.